Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, it's been a minute. So, alright, I can explain. So what had happened was, basically, so we have the basis of a house now. So what happened, right? Yes, to explain. So, basically, I was just trying to record another video the other day. And the recording didn't work. And I got mad, and I didn't go back and fix it or record another one. So this is what I did the last episode that you just never will see, because the recording got corrupted and it was a whole thing, and I was very mad. And then I tried recording a Roblox episode and then also failed. So really, it's not my fault. It's technology's fault. So you guys can't be mad. So I built this, and then I mined this out, just a little bit, from this little Foursquare, but like I had said before everything went down and everything hit the fan, I'm gonna turn this into like a little mining shack thingy. Like, I'm gonna make this like a little rest stop and stuff. I'm obviously gonna make one further down so when we get more materials, but this also might just be a second house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I want to make something here, and I'm going to edit the staircase because it is so hideous, but we're gonna do that in another episode. My goal today is to finish building this house, even though I literally just had a layout idea for it, and I literally have no idea what I want to do with the rest of its existence, but that's okay. Right, guys? But yeah, my goal is to build this up, and then I keep saying, hey guys, let's explore. Let's explore the grim forest, and then we never get to it. But I want to get to it today. We're still cool, right, guys? Even though I built an entire layout of a house without you, we're still cool, right? Right, guys? But moving on from me accidentally betraying all of you, which, okay, so for those of you who follow my channel, you probably saw a post a couple of days ago or a week ago saying, hey guys, go give my wife some love. I accidentally deleted all her posts, which so what had happened was, so it was like, I think it was like 4 a.m. at that point. I was finishing 5 papers for language arts because I had been sick, and my mom was like, okay, you're recovering, I'm homeschooled, and my mom was like, okay, you're recovering, you're almost there, just, finish those papers throughout the week, because they're easy, you think they're easy even, because I had told her, like, hey mom, I'll do these while I'm sick. You know why? Because they're easy. And she was like, okay. And I actually want this to be one shorter. But I just had not done them. Why? Who knows? I think I got distracted with, I don't even know what I was distracted by. Basically, I didn't do them. And, so I had the bright idea after getting off of a call with my friend to just, you know what? It's fine. We'll just rocket through these babies, and then they'll be done, and then I'll get a good grade, and everything will be okay. It was not okay. I was up till 4:30 doing these papers, and I got distracted. And so I went in my comments on my channel, and I saw we have this inside joke, me and that Majestic World, which I'll show her on the screen, go follow her, that one, that we're married, and two, that that I deserve to be canceled because I accidentally called her annoying well, okay, I didn't outright call her annoying. It was a whole thing. Basically, I got quote-unquote canceled. And she has been putting comments on my videos that are like, cancel little no one, and that's funny, right? That's hilarious. I genuinely think it's funny. And she started putting it on all my videos. And you know, like, you can do those, like, multi-select things, and just, like, I was like, oh, well, I'll just, you know, press this thingy thing, and it'll all be over, and I won't have to individually heart all of them. Turns out, I'm a fool, and I actually pressed the delete. I don't remember most of this. I'm not even sure how I did it, even though Addie is always just like, how did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember. I was barely awake. And so she got very mad at me, and it was a whole thing. But, that's what that was about. And now, I don't know where this train of thought came from, but it did, and we're here now. So, yippee! Okay, I think this is where I'm getting downpoured on right now. I think this is where I want this to go. Okay, no, that looks horrible. We need this here. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna also, should we remove this tree? Is there kind of a vibe that's gonna be in the middle of the thing? I don't know. Also, how should I do the roof? I'm thinking dark oak. Why did I say it like that? Dark oak. Guys, I'm thinking dark oak. Okay, do that. And we'll get a door in it. Speaking of friends, okay, so, two of my friends are out on vacation right now, both in Florida. We all live pretty far away from each other. I live far away from them, they live far away from me, it's a whole thing. And then they live far away from each other. So, but their parents have been friends or their moms have been friends for a very long time, and they're going on vacation together, and if anyone has done Lock It, or knows what I'm talking about, I probably need stairs too, knows what I'm talking about, know that, like, each week you have an option to do, like, a roll call, and it's like, what did you do this week? And I did nothing this week, because I'm cool like that, and it's all of them being, or both of them being, like, on beaches, and, like, in planes, and living their best life, and literally my photos were of screenshots of them, and then baby no money. and before anyone says anything, it's like, oh, this is why trios never work. We're all really good friends. Like, I met, one of them through school, and the other I met through her, and so, like, and we're all very close, and we're very equal friends. There's no moment in time where I've ever been like, they just like each other more than me. Oh my gosh. No, we're genuinely really good friends, but it's so funny, like, genuinely, it's hilarious watching the different roll calls. Which is, it's a joy to just watch. And, like, people were gonna be like, oh, you know, that's so sad. They should have invited you. Dude, I hate Florida. Can I just say, I hate Florida so much. I would have been grumpy the whole time because I can't stand the heat at all. Like, I literally melt. I was raised in upstate New York where, like, you get, like, if it's a good year, 3 weeks of summer. And then that's it. Done. There you go. Bye-bye. And that's all you get. And so, I can't. Like, I hate the heat so much. I'm like, I'd rather spend the rest of my life in a tundra than step foot in the Sahara Desert. Like, genuinely from the bottom of my soul. Like, so I'd probably just be miserable the entire time and just be like, can we go? I don't get the wow, the pretty beaches and waves and Can we go inside? So it's probably good I didn't come anyways. And also, like, I'm newer to the friendship anyways, so it would be really hard to just, like, or not friendship, it'd be really hard to just, like, squeeze me in out of nowhere. And that trip was expensive too. So before anyone freaks out, take a deep breath and realize trios do work. You're just, all of you who have been in trios and they haven't worked, you just haven't met the right people. Like, the thing is that people like to solidify friendships of like, oh, you know, this is gonna work out forever, you know? And it's like your second month of knowing each other. It's like, you gotta wait a little bit before you can make those kind of statements. But I've known both of them for a very long time, and I really do love and appreciate them, as mushy as that sounds, but they, like, literally are my best friends, and I have no offense to this. Again, I'm saying this because there's gonna be someone out there who's like, I see the duo and the trio. It's like, not this trio, but, yeah, it's just, California is so much better than flipping Florida. I'm sorry, Floridians, but your state sucks. I hate your state so much. You mean you live in a swamp and you're like, yep, this is my state. Darn right. I love this state with everything in it. I'd be like, no, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. Like, why are you settling for swamp life? There's alligators in your backyard and you're like, this is where I want to have my future children, Todd. Choose any other state. Like, other than, like, okay, wait. What are some other states that, like, kind of suck? I need to stop, like, just digging this. I need, like, a staircase is what I need to do. Other states that suck. Texas sucks, but also the people, like, scenery-wise, Texas sucks, but also, like, the people in Texas are great, so I can't really say much on Texas. Like, they're all sweet, but they're also, like, if you piss them off, they'll shoot you, like, sort of thing. So they're like, oh, yeah, you come on in, honey, we'll give you everything. And then it's like, you robbed my house? And then you get shot. And then that's all you get. And that's it. And then everyone's like, man, you know, we'll pray for their families, but you know what, Terry? You were right. And it's like, it's great. But I love Texans, like, a lot. I have a character named Joel, which is ironic considering, some of you might know, The Last of Us, Joel Miller. He wasn't directly based off of Joel Miller, but he, like, kind of came out that way, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. Like, whatever, dude. And honestly, also, I want to do a, like, OC deep dive one day, where I just go through all of my characters, for no particular reason, just because it'd be fun, and why not? So, you guys might be seeing that soon, but, who knows? I thought about making a channel, I thought about making a channel, about OCs, and I ultimately decided I didn't want to, just, just because it's really difficult to do stuff on, paper, and I don't have an iPad. Not that, like, people who do, OC content on paper are, like, bad at it or anything. I just particularly am bad at it because I do a lot of eraser marks. There's a lot of erasing because I wouldn't consider myself a perfectionist, but with drawing, I think I am just a tad. So I don't want to do that, but I'm happy to talk about my OC. Well, that voice crack was spectacular. I'm happy to talk about my OCs, and, like, if I could do, like, a channel where I just talk about them, I would do it in a heartbeat, but I don't want to do the work of, like, drawing, and that's typically the way people do OC stuff. So, But again, be looking out for that because it'd be really fun to do, and I've been thinking about it a lot, of doing just like a whole breakdown of, okay, so this guy, right? So basically, when he was 6, his parents blew him up, so like something like that. So there might be a little bit of that, but we'll see. I've also been playing this game called DC Dark Legion, not like Legions. I was close. It was good enough, honestly. Like, I didn't need to correct myself. But I got addicted to that game so fast because if any of you know, or if you guys haven't noticed, I really like Batman. And so anything Batman related that is like really well done, I immediately latch onto like a flipping leech. Like, I am a flipping nightmare material. Once I find something Batman related, I'm like, what? And so, but I got so addicted to that game because I got, on my first day, I got Jason flipping Todd, which is one of my favorite characters of the Batman family, and so I was like, oh. And then in the same day, I got Batman, and I was like, oh. So I have not stopped playing Batman, or not playing Batman, playing, Dark Legion. I also forgot that I wanted to do Spruce Stairs for this, so I was talking with, Majestic, aka Addie, about like Batman games, and I'm so picky about like games when it pertains to the Batman family. I'm so picky because what happens sometimes is like, okay, listen. So what tends to happen is that you have Jason Todd. Brilliant. We love him. He normally is a villain, which makes sense because he, he's typically the villain. But how do I not? I think I want to do a different wood type, so I think I'm gonna try oak, and if that doesn't work, then whatever, man. It didn't matter anyway. But what ends up happening is that they have the Jason Todd trope of like, he's come back, he's mad. We love that trope. We strive for it, It's fun to watch. It's edgy. It's honestly kind of hot, and you're just kind of like, yeah. And so, but the thing I don't like about that is that what often happens is that it's always Bruce, aka Batman, in case you guys didn't know, Bruce, who's always like, well, time to kill him. Which, despite that being not at all what he would do in like most of the comics, of just like, guess we gotta kill him. Like, okay, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm gonna stay completely sane. I'm gonna take a deep breath, and we're gonna keep this a romantic, relaxing experience. But what happens a lot is that the creators make Bruce go like, all right, let's kill him. When in reality, in a lot of the comics, Bruce is actually trying to like help Jason, like fully redeem him, give him a second chance, like sort of thing. And a lot of games and a lot of the TV shows mischaracterize, first of all, Bruce, but also like, everybody. Like, okay, Teen Titans Go. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I had never got into it. I honestly thought I was kind of dumb. But hear me out. Here's the reason why. Before all of you get on me. Okay. Teen Titans Go, right? It's a brilliant show. It's funny. It's great. Like, the humor in it is great. But, first of all, I grew up with the older version, which is just Teen Titans, and it's more of a, like, Avatar, The Last Airbender style animation and humor and stuff like that. And it honestly was, like, one of my favorite shows growing up, and the only thing I didn't like about it is that it made Dick Grayson super moody and, like, very cruel and workaholic-y, which in his teen years, he was that way. I will admit. But they push it to such a way where it's like, that's not Dick anymore. That's like Tim. It's either Tim or like not Jason, because Jason's more like, I'm gonna flirt at you and then I'm gonna yell at you in multiple aspects of your existence. I needed more wood. I don't know why I'm back here. But that's the one thing I didn't really, well, now, back then I was just like, ooh, cool show, but now I like it less because of the mixed characterization. And Teen Titans Go, I don't know why that's so hard to say, also pokes and prods here and there about Bruce being an overbearing father and super cruel, and I'm like, immediately don't watch it. Like, I am so passionate about how Batman is a good dad. Like, anyone who knows me knows that. Like sure, there's people out there who are just like, oh yeah, she likes Batman, but anyone who knows me, it's like, if you look me in my face and say Batman's a bad dad, we're gonna be here for a few hours. Like, we're gonna be here for a while. But I think that's another reason why I don't like Teen Titans Go, is because it pokes. I might be wrong, but I have seen clips where it's like, there was this one episode, I don't even know what it was, but it was like, Teen Titans Go does a really good job of characterizing Dick correctly, but they also, like, play on the, like, Batman's pushing him too hard, guys. What an awful man. Pushing this poor child to his limits. I'm gonna throw a screenshot on the screen right here. You see that? Mm-hmm. It's him supporting him. That's crazy. What? Oh, what? A father being a good whoa. And the thing is that people often assume, which DC has, like, what in the, make wood plank. Alright. So who hacked my world? Is it fixed? Okay, there we go. We got it, guys. That's so silly. I don't know why I did that. Oh, something that DC has also touched on in different shows and movies is that, Bruce didn't make, or, like, adopt any of his kids to become him, like, which is often what some shows play on, is that some shows and games and opinions about Batman play on, is that he made his kids to be him when he couldn't do it anymore. That wasn't the point of why he did it, like, at all. The reason why he did it was because he wanted these kids who objectively had, like, some of them had worse pasts than him, to be better than him. Because because he knows he's flawed, he knows he, is messed up, and he knows he's imperfect, and he wants these kids that he's taken in under his wing, wing, cause Batman, anyway, he wants them to be better than him, because he knows he's not right. He knows that he has things going on. He knows that he is imperfect and makes bad decisions, and he isn't a necessarily good person. Like, he's aware of it. And the thing that a lot of people like to argue is like, oh, well, he was just trying to make them his replacements. No, he was trying to make them nothing like him, because he wanted them to all be better. Like, that was the whole idea. That was why he did it. It was because he wanted them to be better. It's gonna bug me if I have this in here. Stop it. That's fine. But he wanted his kids to be better than him. And that's the thing that people like to poke at, is like, oh, well, you know, he's just kind of forcing them to be him. No, he's not. He is trying to get them to be, like, so much better than him. Like, is the whole idea. And when shows and movies and games are all like, he just wants replacements so his legacy can live on. No. His whole point is that he wouldn't have to have a legacy, because his kids would. Like, his kids would be the ones running the show. That's what he wanted. That's what his goal was from day one, is for his kids to eventually, for him to, like, eventually die, and for his kids to take the mantle, and for him to be lost in time. Because he wanted them to take up the mantle, and he wanted them to be better than him. And, like, the thing about Bruce is that he meticulously plans out every little detail and aspect of his life and other people's lives. Like, he, like, fully, this man has, like, a plan for each one of everyone he knows. If they turn on him or something happens, any and every event, he has a plan for. Like, a foolproof, like, plan. And, like, people are like, oh, that's paranoid, it is damaged, whoa. But, like, and I guess it is, in a sense, but also, like, it's really smart, because let's say Superman goes rogue, which he does in a comic. He literally, like, Lois dies, and the man loses his mind, and it's a whole thing. But, like, this man is, like, planning for every little detail. Like, Superman goes rogue, and everyone's like, shoot, the most powerful being in existence is just throwing around buildings now because he's angry. And Batman's like, I know what to do. And no, you don't. And he's like, no, I literally have planned for this. And, like, there's comics mentioning, like, people getting, like, annoyed, like, okay, well, why don't you trust me? And Batman's like, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I'm planning for when my trust could be broken, like, is the whole point. And so he's planning this inevitability, because he knows he's not invisible, because he's not stupid. He's like, I'm gonna die at some point. So he's planning this inevitability by making these kids who will eventually be better than he ever was his entire plan, his entire goal. That was why he did what he did. And when shows, movies, games, like, books, whatever, don't understand that, then I don't want to read it. And I'm so picky, and it's probably so petty, but you know what? I don't care. And what am I doing? I don't even know anymore. But that's why, like, I don't watch, like, a lot of, as like, heinous as it sounds, I don't watch or read or play any Batman or Bat Family related stuff, because I'm like, you're not getting the representation right. You're not understanding what his point was or why he did it. Like, the thing is that, like, there's always gonna be different perspectives, right? I'm not saying that, but, like, when the foolproof, like, layout of what he was saying is staring right at you. Like, he literally says it in a show. I'm contradicting my own words, but in a show, he literally says, no, I want them to be better than me. I don't want them to be me. I don't want Dick to at some point, walk over to my cape and throw it on and say, I'm the next Batman. I don't want that. I want him to look at his costume and say, it's my turn, and me to be lost in time. That's the thing. This isn't an ego thing, which is another thing people argue, is like, oh, well, his ego is just so big, that's why he had kids, because it looks good. Or not had kids, but like adopted kids because it looks good. No. Most of these kids are orphans or have horrible parents. Guess what Bruce is? Whoa! And it goes to show, like you just, I don't know, you have to understand what was intended before you make assumptions, which that's all I'm gonna speak on that topic, because if I go any further I will get angry. Also, okay, but I will say, I love Jason Todd. We all love Jason Todd. If you don't love Jason Todd, you're a heathen and you need to get off my channel. I'm kidding. So I'm kind of kidding. Just listen. But Jason Todd stans are a little bit crazy. And not the good kind of crazy. I don't mean like some of them are normal crazy, where it's like, oh my gosh, he's so hot, look at those rippling pectorals. That to me is normal crazy, and that sounds crazy that's normal crazy. Jason Todd fans are, if you say one thing that could be sort of, like, maybe interpreted as something against Jason, they will hunt you down, kill you, and like destroy your entire career. Like, your life is over if you say anything about Jason Todd. Why do you think there's not many Jason Todd haters? Because they're all dead. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, listen, if anyone hates Jason Todd, you're insane. But also, like, Jason Todd stands are so defensive. It's kind of horrifying. Like, there have been so many, like, points in time where, and I've done a post about this, and this is more of, like, an annoyance with them, but part of me kind of fears them. There was this post I saw, and it was, like, why Tim Drake was better than Jason Todd, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting opinion, my guy. Wow, you're, whatever. And all of the comments were the most bloodthirsty, like, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill your mother and then your father. And it was like, oh, my bad, my fault. And then there was a few people in the comments like me who were like, brother messed up by insulting Jason Todd, I guess. And I was like, yeah, jeez. And it's kind of scary. And, you know, hey, if you're a Jason Todd stan, hey, buddy, I love Jason. You know, I made a whole character to date him. That's how much I love him. That's crazy. We have so much in common. Oh, that's insane. We should be best friends. Can I hire you as a bodyguard? Like, I don't know what they're feeding them, like those Jason Todd stands, but like I fear them, and I don't normally fear people, but like Jason Todd, and like don't piss them off, because there's a chance you might legitimately die. Like, I need some brave soul to just go on to a Jason Todd Reddit or like a fan page or something, and just go, honestly, he should have stayed dead, and see what happens. And if you live, let me know, because I'm not gonna do it, but I'm curious. Like, they are so wild, and like, but they're so defensive that it kind of gets irritating at some point. Like, the thing I posted a while back was like Jason Todd fans when any other comment is made about Bruce being a good kid, like a good dad, like any other post about Bruce that isn't revolving Jason, it's like he didn't do that for Jason, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're in the wrong room, pal. This isn't about him. This is about flipping Dick Grayson getting. I don't know if I could say that up on YouTube. I might have to bleep that. I think I do. But Dick Grayson getting essayed, and then Batman comforting him. Like, because that happens in a comic. But, which I breezed past really quick. For anyone who's not Batman fans is probably so traumatized right now. But basically, but like, it's so irritating. It's like, guys, we get it. He had a hard time, you know, he went through something nobody should. But at the same time, there's other people in the Batman family, like, take a deep breath, alright? It's not a big deal. Like, people can be fans of other characters. And it's endearing, but also kind of like, okay, buddy, okay, sure, yeah. How dare they make art about Tim Drake? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but as you guys can see, I'm a very big fan of Batman. And the Batman family. I originally got into it, and I'm not even kidding about this, because of an edit. And I had grown up, I've grown up with DC and Marvel my whole life. Like, my childhood was pretty much just Marvel cartoons and Marvel movies, and then DC cartoons, not really DC movies, because DC needs to step up their game on movies. Other than the Shazam movies, okay? Those were really good. Like, not gonna lie, they were pretty good. Especially the first one. The first one is probably one of my favorite movies, that I just forget about sometimes, but I love that movie. But I got into it because I saw an edit on Pinterest of, I think it was Young Justice. I saw an edit, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. I wonder what show that is. And then I looked up what show it was from, and I was like, oh, Batman. I remember liking Batman. Huh. And then I kind of just, I think I blacked out, because the next thing I knew, it was like, Nightwing, Batman. And the thing is I got into Nightwing first. Was my favorite thing, like, ever. Is for a long time. It was exclusively Nightwing. It wasn't anybody else. It was only Nightwing. And that was the only person I paid attention to. And then, I don't know what happened. I think I was on a fan page, or maybe it was Tumblr or something like that. And I was just like, well, is there any other members? Because I don't, like, does he have any more kids? And then so began the journey and addiction. And it was a whole thing. And it was so sudden that it, like, happened out of nowhere. Like, it was so sudden. Like, one day I was talking about Iron Man, and then the next day it was like, Nightwing, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, Batman, and it was a whole thing. But I literally, like, it was astounding. Like, I'm sure from the outside point of view, it would have looked like something happened in my biological chemistry. Because for years, I had been a, no, DC sucks, Marvel's better fan. I literally just said that because I was like, well, if you're a Marvel fan, you have to hate DC. So, so begins. And so, by Marvel fan standards, I'm a tyrant and need to be put down, but you know what? I'm having a good time, okay? Listen, guys. Sometimes in life, we're not gonna go down that path. But it was so sudden and so abrupt, and it hasn't stopped, is the thing. Like, it hasn't. There's been times where I've just been like, oh wow, well look at this fandom, and I get distracted, but then all of a sudden one day it just comes back, and that recently happened, and it was shell shock for all of my friends because I had been like chill about it, and then all of a sudden it was just like I love Batman, and then it was like oh she's back, everybody duck and cover. And so it's yeah, but it is one of my favorite fandoms, if not my favorite fandom. Another one that's been really big for me for the past almost 3 years? No, 2 years. I'm extending it, right? Almost 2 years, I think. I'm gonna double check with my friends and see. But my friend, the book obsessors, aka Clara, she got into Rise first, and then she was like, guys, me and the friend from before were like, that I was talking about, she was like, guys, you need to get into the show. And we were like, what show? What do you, huh? And she was making edits of Rise and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we were like, oh, whoa, that's so cool. And we were like, we need to call someone about her addiction. And then she was like, just watch the show. And so I went and watched it because I was like, okay, whatever, and it was fine. I don't know why I doubt her recommendations. Like, she's never been wrong. And I still am like, I don't know. What if I don't like it, you know? And the thing I forget is that we have the similar, if not the same exact tastes in fandoms and shows and movies, and like some things we have differences on, but for the most part we have like pretty similar stuff. Like, she recommended Heartless, the book, to me, and I was like kind of hesitant. I was like, maybe. And then I was obsessed for it for a long time, and and I doubted her. I don't know why. And then the next morning I was like, and it was the same thing with the Batman family, except it was with Ninja Turtles. And then, you know, we made our friend watch it, and then she was obsessed with it, and it became it was like a good year-long thing. Our entire Christmas break was us just like drawing pictures of them. It was us like doing little skits on FaceTime calls with each other about them. It was so much just about that fandom, and it literally, I think I treasure that fandom for the fandom, but also like that fandom holds so many good memories and so many like, aw, whoa, like moments. And I think that's like one of the reasons it will always be one of my favorite fandoms, is because of how like close like the three of us came because of it. Like, I mean, that wasn't the main reason, but it was like one of the reasons, and I hold it so close to my heart because it's like, oh, good times and memories. And I will never, oh, there's a fox in my house, you can happily take shelter in my home. I welcome it. Anyways, but that is also one of my favorite fandoms, and I love that fandom so much. Like, it like, and I need to squeeze past you. Oh, he's being all tame towards me. That's so cute. What should we name the fox? I need comments. Like, what should we name the fox? What do we name him? What do we name him? Hello, buddy. There he goes. I'm gonna let him go so I don't freak him out. But yeah. Yeah. Since we're on the topic of like things I love, okay. I know this is a jump because we're going from fandoms to food, but listen. If you ever want to get into my heart and like make make my life eons better, you get me, listen very closely, you get me a burger, any kind, I'm not even kidding, that's not even like any kind, genuinely any kind of burger, you get me, and you get me, Dr. Pepper, and then you, Dr. Pepper, and then Takis. I'm sorry, I love Takis so much. The Fuego is so good, and I will never back down from it, and it's one of my favorite things. Like, I won't eat them together because Takis and burgers aren't really the best combination, but I love Dr. Pepper genuinely is like, oh my gosh, it is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I love it so much. Oh, I could kill and die for Dr. Pepper and then be satisfied. It's like, I'm gonna get into like heaven. I cut off for some reason. Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna get into like heaven, and they're gonna be like, okay, so you died. I'm gonna be like, and they're gonna be like, you wanna know how you died, young lady? I'm gonna be like, enlighten me. And they're gonna be like, you died because Dr. Pepper, right? I'm like, it's like, they were canceling. I was like, that's a no-no. And they're like, okay, let me get this straight. So go on. You saw that they were being canceled, correct? And you decided to kill the founder, then got shot and killed on your way to where they developed the factory because you had a machine gun in your hand. Yeah, you got it right. Congratulations. You died for Dr. Pepper. That doesn't upset you. Nope. You died for a soda brand. I don't care. It was worth it. He deserved it. He deserved it. And then that would be the end of my story. And then we'd have a long talk about my rage issues and how that can't slide in heaven, and it would be a whole thing, but it would be worth it. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna round it out for today. I like the way that's turned out. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like that. I'm thinking about putting a little loft like up here maybe, and I'm gonna figure out a way to cover those corners. I might just like block it up a little bit more, but because I honestly don't mind them, but at the same time they can be annoying, I feel like. But other than that, I really like this. This is very like homey kind of. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the bottom area, but let me know what we should name the fox, because he's been here since day one, and he needs some credit. Hi, buddy. He needs some credit. Hi, buddy. Oh, hello. But, yeah. That's where I'm gonna close it out. I'm sorry this video is longer. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you so much for watching.